Hello. So, I'm going to be filming a sketchbook tour. This is my sketchbook. I just finished it today without even realizing, and I'm bored, so I'm going to film a sketchbook tour. So, hopefully I want this video to be like an introduction to me. You can get to know me a little bit more and my opinions, and just me to yap. So let's start with the first page. This was started in 2023. Okay. Wait, I might be wrong. Actually, it's really hard to. Oh, sorry about this. I'm charging my phone. Actually, I don't remember when I started this. This could be 2023. This was when the trailer for Moana 2 dropped. And I just did some sketches from like the really little material that we had at the time when it just released a trailer. So yeah, they're alright. They're not bad. But yeah, I posted this on like my old account that I don't use anymore. And people seem to like it, so it was really nice. And yeah, this was before I started digital art as well. Yeah, let's just move on because you probably want to see the next one. But as I'm showing you, I'll just explain. Like, the first bit of this sketchbook was a kind of different era for me in terms of my art, because I was like struggling a lot. I wasn't feeling very inspired or confident in my art at all. These were just some lowish studies, if you could say. This is like from recently. Some thumbnails. This was like Mermaid. This sketch here was Mermaid. It's Mermaid now. I don't want to do some Mermaid drawings now, but some more sketches, some little doodles I like to do. Figures and stuff. Just some more figures. Oh, some more figures. My brother really likes this sketch. This is Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball. It's a really bad Chi-Chi sketch, looking like you just doo-dooed in front of her. Yummy. Yeah, it's just very dry. Once you see, like, you'll see what I mean when I get to the point of my sketchbook that's feels more alive. Some more figures. I love drawing figure sketches. Oh, this one's really nice, very dynamic, very nice. These are from reference. I remember I was just trying to like get some juice, like some juice for inspiration, but it was pretty. See, look, it's just empty and barren. Yeah, I know, like, a finished sketchbook should be finished, but this was just a phase where I was just not feeling it. These are from references, some face studies. I really like these. I really think this was 2023. This was 2023, pretty sure. Some more random sketches, doodles, girlfriend, pretty cute. Just some more kind of boring sketches. I really love, if you can tell, drawing figures and Corey Kenshin. I love drawing figures and stuff. Yeah, this is just a page of ideas. I just, really trying to just trying to get some inspiration. This amazing, incredible drawing. This was, I think my brother drew this. Yeah, I think my brother drew this. Ultra Instinct. Yeah. What the frick is this? I don't know. Anyway, some Sonic. This is Marilyn Monroe. Not this one, but these two are Marilyn Monroe. Her, like, it's so fun to draw from reference, like from Marilyn Monroe, because she was very expressive and obviously like body goals and stuff. Just from reference. Failed attempt at making something. So now this is a character that I started to develop a pop star character, a 2000s, specifically a 2000s pop star. So yeah, I was just, this was the start of that. Okay, so now we're in the era where I start getting my juice back. I don't know if I should pause that, but anyway, so this is like my 2000s pop star girl. She plays like I don't know what this is called, this instrument. But yeah, I just thought it was really cute and drew this with markers, and yeah. More sketches. I started getting like more confident in myself, and this is from September last year, September 2024. So this is like a year later, because I kind of abandoned this sketchbook. This was going to be her partner, like her best friend. They would be together in this pop band. Some more figure sketches and mini sketches of her friend. Oh my gosh, my cat is... Hang on, just give me a second. Baby. I just had to let my cat inside. So if you hear meowing, please don't mind that. But yeah, some more sketches of the pop star, her friend, who's like more edgy, punk. Yeah, some sketches. Yep, my pop star girl. She's so cute. I love her hair. Yeah, still a bit. This was in October 2024. I just wrote out the prompts and some like, what's this? What is this? Some ideas. Don't remember anymore. Yeah. These two, they were friends, pop star friends. Ah, there they are. I don't have names for them because I'm so terrible at thinking of names. This is nice. This is my favorite one. It looks like stickers. My brother said it looks like, I don't know, what did he say? Like a transition? Like I literally forgot what he said, but yeah. Yeah, some more sketches, it's kind of just like on and off with my art at this time. I really didn't know my confidence. Yeah, it's just from reference. That was like a Taylor Swift reference. I don't listen to Taylor. Anyway, that's a conversation for another time. Oh, that's me on my 20th birthday. Yeah, which was this March. This was the outfit I wore. I don't know how to draw myself. I don't know how artists draw the, like, personas? That's what it's called? I don't know how they draw themselves. I can't do that. I don't know why. I'm happy with it. Oh, okay. So this was like... Let me just readjust myself. This was... my avatar OCs. Disclaimer, it's gonna be kind of cringe, but yeah, this was the main character, and these were like, they're kind of like Sokka and Katara, but they're not siblings. They're like betrothed lovers from the South War tribe, and this was the main character we follow, who's the avatar. I called her Aaliyah. Yeah, and she's looking like that because she came from like a very troubled neighborhood area. Yeah, some more sketches, developing them. Oh, I don't know. More sketches developing them. And then the betrothed, like, couple that become friends with her. Yeah, don't mind his tiny legs. Oh, these are, my pop stars again. And I also start, like, changing my style. I start getting more anime-like. So yeah, because, I just started to do that. This is cute. I really like this one. Yeah, I like that page. And then this is them, the betrothed characters. He is the love interest of Aaliyah, the scrappy looking girl I drew, who's the avatar. And yeah, they start out as friends and then they become lovers and stuff. It's gonna make that kind of thing. She's the, it's a love triangle too. She likes him and he likes Aaliyah and stuff, yeah, and yeah, see, she likes him and he's just like, yeah, this is kind of like Goku and Chi-Chi, like the vibes, he's like, just doesn't know what's going on Yeah, this is a nice sketch. I like that sketch of him. Very expressive. Gives him more character, you know, than just the pretty boy prince. Yeah, that's just like notes of my career and stuff, because, you know, I said I wasn't very confident in my art, and that was just because I wasn't confident in where I wanted to go, you know, with my art. So, but don't worry, like, I know now and stuff, you know. This sketchbook is just like a journey for me, you know. This was a journey for me. This is a meme of, you know, when Vegeta is standing in the rain. I just drew my Aaliyah avatar character doing that. Gesture stuff. Huh? Is that the ultimate life form? I don't know what that is. Amy, I really like this. Amy. This is on my Instagram when I hit 30 followers. Just, you know, put her on there. It's really nice. I like it. Very dynamic. I was doing perspectives here. Just testing if that is effective at all. Yep. Whoa. More perspective. I was practicing. This is Via, YouTuber I follow. Yeah, she's very pretty. More perspective. Yep. I'm just looking at my cat. He's still in here. Look at him. What is he doing? Yeah. You wanted to come in and now you want to get out. Baby. But yeah, these are from references. Did I show you that page? Yeah, this is... the frick? What's that? Yeah. Yep. Cool, amazing. Yeah, amazing commentary I did on that one. Yeah, this is from reference. My Popstar girls. They're so cool. It's just, I keep treating them horribly. I'm such a bad mother. I just abandon them all the time. This was like the start of my drawing session, and this is like the end or the middle of my drawing session. You see how, like, you loosen up and just, you know, get more confident in your lines and stop worrying about being perfect? It just gets more fluid and fun and actually has life in it, except for that, like, you know, compared to this one, which just doesn't have a lot. Yeah, I just started drawing whatever, you know, from my head. This was like a character that I made, like an OC or like self-insert OC for monsters we make. You know, she's got the Sonata logo on her thing, and her thing was like she draws weapons, because I'm just so like creative, and you know, you can tell I'm just so creative with making characters and stuff. Yeah, that was her. Once we make persona, make anything, I draw weapons and stuff. Yeah, cool, so cool. Hold your fire. He's not black. It's Trunks. Yeah, this is just like putting out ideas I had, even no matter how like trash they look on the page, just on the paper, and it really helps a lot, you know, to loosen up. And this is when I started to like really gain confidence in my art, you know. Yeah, and yeah, more yeah. So this was the start of, I made this Saiyan character girl, because my brother has been watching Dragon Ball Z a lot, got into it recently, and you know, obviously I got into it because of him. And yeah, I just, you know, wanted to draw a Saiyan girl who was a little bit unhinged. And then, you know, I started developing her more, as you'll see. And there's my two characters again, my two pop stars again. Very reoccurring, you always see them. Oh my goodness, this freaking got a freaking BBL or something, like, expressions. So fun to do. I just wanted to do, like, you know, like, really exaggerated and crazy expressions. Tired of doing a stoic face, pretty girl face all the time. This is my favorite, like, sketch of this character that I do develop further on, but at this point I'm just like sketching some random, I don't know who she is, her name, her backstory. I just start drawing, like, you know, Saiyan girl, you know. I really like this sketch. This is like so fun. Look how like expressive that is, you know. I love it. She's like on stage or something, you know. Her outfit looks different too, because I just was not vibing with the last outfit. just very on and off, you know. But yeah, she looks kind of frisky, but I do change that. Like, I just thought, like, you know, I just didn't want to, like, sexualize her that much, you know. I don't know, didn't want to do that. You can go to, like, any anime or whatever. Yeah, I was just figuring out her body type and stuff, you know. I really like this. All I had in my head for her was big thighs, you know. That's all I had. Strong lady, big thighs. Yeah, so there's Sonic, looking rad, looking cool. It's alright. I could do better with that, but, you know. Yeah, just more, you know, that was like from a reference of a Rouge fan art thing. Yep, more of that. More of my... See, I changed the outfits, but it looks bland, you know? And I was really trying to give, like 2000s, like, pop. Like, really, like, just glittery and over the top and stuff. I really like these expressions here. They're fun. And, yeah, my brother laughed at this. Totally didn't, you know, spike my ego. But, yeah, this, you know, Y perspective, not good. I like this, though. This is fun. I remember what song I was listening to when I drew that. I was listening to funk, this one funk called Freeze. I listen to funk a lot now, because I'm very cringe. I stumbled on an Instagram reel of Shadow, like, you know, yelling at me to go to bed, and wanted to illustrate that because it was so hilarious. I actually was, like, on my phone really late, and I stumbled on that, and it made me go to bed. Because he was scary. He was yelling at me, you know? Sonic. There he is. Hey. Just love him. Yeah, this was like, you know, kind of like the finalized version. I put yes, because I'm like, this is it. This is exactly how she looks like in my head and stuff, you know. You can't tell, she was like an evil character, but you'll see I change her a lot in the later part of my sketchbook. Doing a cool kick. Wow, such a cool kick. Wow. Rendering. Well, not rendering. This is planes of the face. I was just like studying planes of the face. Are you okay? Baby? Are you okay? Should I let him out? If I let him out, he's gonna start yelling again. He's gonna start meowing and yelling. Okay. Come here. Come here, my baby. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah, I was just practicing rendering and that because I started like getting really tired of my style, you know? And I wanted to do something new. So I was just like, I'm just gonna learn the planes of the face so that I can learn, because I was trying to learn how to render and then I was getting confused because I'm like, how do you actually do it, you know? But then I thought I can start with the planes of the face and then just like work from there, you know? Don't ask me what this is, I don't know, but this looks cool. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm not showing that because that's really cringy and very like, I was on my period and I was feeling sad. Oh, that's me. So yeah, I tried to draw me, but my legs are more thicker than that. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know how to draw myself really in an appealing, cool way. I'm just very ordinary looking. Amy, I really like this drawing. I didn't use a lot of guideline lines for this, so that's kind of why it's looking cool. I like this. Oh, I just love when like they look like they're just full of life, you know? It just makes me so happy. Experimenting with my style. I was like thinking, you know, what is my style? So I'm just doing faces. Some of them look really cursed and stuff. This is my favorite one. This is really nice, you know? I don't know what it is. I think I like semi-realism with a bit of anime. I don't know, dude. I just like what I like and draw what I draw. Come here, Sketchbook. You're so far away. Yeah, some more sketches and stuff. She looks very sophisticated. And she is like a, you know, abandoned OC I made for like 2 seconds and then got bored of her and stuff. She's gonna be like a nurse who's like a detective. I don't know. I'll see. you know, I just kind of made it for like 2 seconds and then dropped her. Amy! Yeah, this is some more Amy stuff. I was just drawing Amy, like, when she used to have those spikes, like the really old Amy, the early development Amy. And then, after I drew this, I kind of realized this looks like their kid. Like, if Sonic and Amy had a kid, how she would look like. So, yeah. But yeah, this is really cute. Shared it on Instagram. Very cute. I like that page. I don't know if I want to... it's kind of cringy, but... Oh yeah, I drew Nazo. If you know Nazo, then you're a real one. You're a real Sonic fan, I guess. This is my, like Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen-esque characters, you know. I was kind of thinking of making like a love story of these two couples, you know, in the Jane Austen time. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still gonna develop it, like when that hyperfixation comes back, then I'll start developing them and you'll start seeing them a lot. But for now, like, it's just like a thing. Oh yeah, so I Disney Channel defied my pop star characters. They literally look like they're from Disney Channel, you know, even the poses I did. But oh, I actually kind of now remember what I was watching when I drew these. I was watching Resident Evil Corey Kenshin play Resident Evil. Why did I say it like that? But yeah, just you can just tell, very Disney-fied and stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this because now it's getting to the juicy bit of my sketchbook that I really like. So yeah, let me just get into the light a bit more, I think. This is Chiquetta. Oh, I was gonna like reveal her name in a cooler way, but yeah, this is like the father Saiyan of my character, my Saiyan girl character, and I kind of already like leaked her name. Yeah, so I don't know how to draw middle-aged men. My brother was dying from this sketch. He said he looked like a teacher. And he does look a bit tubby, but I think he looks cool. Like, I think it's not bad. It's not bad. That's my favorite one. He looks cool. He looks like a proper geezer. He looks cool. Alright, so this is the new rendition of the Saiyan girl I was drawing a couple pages back. You know, the really scary, evil-looking one. I decided to make her like a nice, you know, wholesome teenage girl, you know, who's like a Saiyan. So she's like really buff and strong and stuff, you know, and she doesn't look like a typical kind of normal girl, you know, like me, who's like, yeah, no muscle or anything. Yeah, I really like this. I really do. Oh gosh. One of my favorite spreads of my sketchbook was doing her expressions, because that's when, you know, your character can really feel lively, you know. Yeah, more expressions of her. I added like spikes at the bottom of her hair or whatever, see, before I didn't, and then, you know, just as I was going, I just add things and play with things, and yeah, it looks really good. It's my favorite sketch of the spread. It's my favorite sketch of her. Very expressive. Like, look at her. She's just like, you know, stop this, you know. And then I decided to like draw like, you know, my pop star character and then my Saiyan OC, my two OCs who are completely different, you know, just together. It's just really, I love those kinds of dynamics. They're not like, you know, they're not in any kind of same universe or anything. They're like completely different, but yeah, yeah, very cute. Yeah, just like, I don't know, I had this idea, I just drew this out. This is not really anything, it's just funny, because, like, you know, she's a pop star, but I don't think that's gonna be her personality, like, rich and whatever, like, well, she's rich, obviously, but, like, she's not like that, you know. Like, if she was a bodyguard or something, I'm not really making sense, but here's Amy, looking all cool and rad, yeah. Oh yeah, just some more sketches, that's me, but the cooler version of me. I don't really look that cool, but that was what I was wearing, like my outfit and stuff. Just some sketches, really, nothing too cool. Yep, that's my pop star again in a cool pose. Try doing perspective. I hate, like, I don't know how to draw skirts in perspective, man, without it looking like I'm a creep. I don't know. Okay, leave me alone. So, now, this is some lore for my character, Chiquetta. So, yeah, I'm very bad at explaining things, but this character right here, this is Chiquetta. Her name is Chiquetta. And that's her right there, right? This is going to be her older sister. And if this looks familiar, that's because this was the early concept of Chiquetta, right? So, but I've made them like two separate beings and made them related. Because I can, you know? So yeah, this is Chiquetta, and that's going to be Caprica. Please don't laugh, okay? It's really hard to make names for characters. I have a really hard time doing that, and it's even harder because in Dragon Ball, like, they're all named after vegetables, even though Chiquetta's not named after a vegetable. She's named after chicken. Yeah, so that's Caprica. And this is their mum. This is gonna be their mum. Her name is... Ooh, it was Wasabi. It was based off of Wasabi. Wasaba? Dude, I forgot. I'm a goldfish. Wasaba, I think, was her name. Wasaba, yeah. I'm gonna ask my brother, like, after I finish recording, and hopefully that's her name, Wasaba. Because we discussed their names together, and yeah. So yeah, I think she looks really sick. And this was the backstory of Caprica. And this is baby Chiquetta, and that's Caprica. I hope their names aren't like, I don't know if their names are cool or not. I don't know. You have to tell me. So yeah, this is their backstory. So they're like running away. Their planet's getting like conquered and destroyed, maybe possibly by Frieza, or I don't know. I really don't know. I need to catch up on my Dragon Ball Z lore. But I'm just like a new fan, so I'm still learning. And then Caprica, she like sees her mom. Like, I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's Frieza. I don't know, okay? But somebody, like, you know, ends up, like, she miscalculates, ends up getting killed, getting sniped. Not sniped, but, you know, just like, yeah. And then Caprica is like really sad. She's like, no, mom. And then they, this is not a pig's nose, okay? Adam, this is not a pig's nose. And, they manage to escape the dying world and whatever. And, you know, the dad, he's like, you know, he's just over it and stuff. He's like really sad and whatever, but, you know, you're saying like they don't show their emotions that much. That's baby Chiquetta, and that's Caprica, and she's just like, you know, she's just like shocked at what's going on, you know? Because when you're a kid, you just don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm going backwards. And then she's just like, you know, having a moment. She probably needed a hug from her dad, but instead she has like a Jinx from Arcane moment where like she's just like says to herself, I'll never be weak like mum, you know, after seeing her mum get killed. And then I wrote 10 years later, and she's like super strong, and I hate this sketch. Like, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna eat with this sketch. I didn't eat, guys. So I made another sketch of her, and I still don't know like her body type in that. She's looking a bit too skinny, but you know, yeah, not bad, just yeah. Also, I just made like a thing where like, you know, maybe in her story, like after they like, you know, land on like another safer planet and stuff, she like starts to train, and she asks like an angel to like train her up, like make me the strongest fighter, you know. And she just walks in, like she doesn't care, you know. She's just like, she's seen enough. Nothing can like scare her now, right? All right, more comic stuff. And this is like years later, when Chiquetta's like grown up. I hope like the difference is like, you know, you can tell the difference between them two. My brother can't, so I hope that's not for everyone else. But this is Chiquetta, the younger sister, and she's just like, all right, we found all the Dragon Balls, right? She's with her older sister. And then Caprica's just like silent, right? And then Chiquetta's like, sis? And then Chiquetta's like, Caprica's like, she just puts her hand up and she's like, what? To like blast her. And then she blasts her. And then, she's just like, those are rocks. She's on the ground. Don't tell me what's going on with this. The pen exploded. And then, Caprica's just like standing over her. And she's like, sorry about this, little sis. But I will be the strongest of them all. Disclaimer, it's a little bit cringe, okay? So just work with me here. And then this is like after they fight and stuff. Sorry, just need to readjust myself. This is after they fight. Caprica's just doing some she's just being a prick, so she's like telling Chiquetta, you're weak, pathetic, should have killed you off when I had the chance. And then Chiquetta's like, you've gone too far, this hate/anger has consumed you. And then Caprica's like, you know what I saw when Mum died? When she went flying everywhere? And then, Chiquetta's like, don't say another word. And Caprica says, only took one strike, so weak, she deserved to die. And then that, breaks Chiquetta hearing that, because Chiquetta never saw her mum. She was a baby when you saw, in the previous comic, you saw that she was a baby and she didn't see him. She never met her mum or whatever. But Caprica, she, saw her mum and knew her mum, but, unfortunately saw her mum die. So, yeah, Chiquetta's just, broken by that. But, oh, wait, this is Dragon Ball, okay? So she goes Super Saiyan. She, that's her Super Saiyan moment. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm very happy with this. I'm not good. I've always struggled with writing dialogue. But this is not bad. It smoothly kind of goes to the next point, And then I just thought that went hard, so I just drew some more. Her how dare you insult her legacy, what she went through, her sacrifice. Yeah, because their mom is supposed to be some legend, but I don't know what yet. Okay, I'm still figuring it out. I don't really know. I'm just cool. And then, they fight, but, after the fight, Chiquetta, she's still kind of struggling, and she's, at the mercy of her sister. And, yeah, you can see, she's got 2 hands. She grew 2 hands, and, no, she didn't grow. I just didn't know, I couldn't decide which, which position her arm would be in. And she's like, it's a shame I have to kill you, but one less person stopping me. Farewell, Chiquetta. She's gonna kill her. And then Chiquetta's like, please, we're family. And Caprica's like, now you can join your pathetic mother, right? But then she hears something, and then poof, right? It's like, yeah, do you know who that is? You probably don't, because this is a very bad drawing. But yeah, she gets hit and goes flying back. And then, don't worry, you'll know who that is, I'll tell you. She's just she's released, she's like, oh, and then she looks up and she's so happy because guess who saved her? And he's like, get up. And it's Vegeta, but he's a dad bod Vegeta, my brother said his arms look really dad bod you know what I mean, yeah, Bulma's been getting him fed. And then Caprica's just this is on the ground, where she was hit. She gets up and she's like, so nice daddy showed up. Yeah. And then this is a face, a ghost here. Yeah. So that's the comic I was very proud of. Oh. Okay. Yeah. And this is literally going to be the last page. So, I got really excited because this is my favorite sketch. I literally did this today. I was just drawing, I was just feeling kind of art blocking, but just I have no ideas, so I just started drawing a face, and then I'm I'm just gonna draw Amy as a human, because I'm the most original artist on the planet. And then that just kind of ended up more and more, and then I started drawing Cream, and then I just started drawing Cosmo. I don't see Cosmo get drawn a lot, so I don't know, I just wanted to say that. But yeah, this is Team Amy, you know, from Sonic X. And yeah, I just thought it was really cute, you know. I like how, at least, I like that their faces look different from one another. They look distinct, you know. I just also, when I drew like Amy and stuff, and I kind of realized, like, after drawing Cosmo, I thought like Amy, her face looks a little bit like masculine, on the masculine side, and I realized it's like, when it depends on like how you draw the jaw, the kind of the larger that you draw the jaw, sorry, I'm so bad at explaining, the larger you draw the jaw, the more masculine they look, and I just kind of learned that. So yeah. I also made Amy, I like how I made Amy a little more toned, because, you know, she's got to wield that hammer, you know, she's freaking Thor. Yeah, and I love how Cosmo, she looks so regal and so elegant, you know. I feel like that made me think of like Blaze as well, because Blaze is like a queen, you know. And kind of like, you know, if they had like a duo, Cosmo and Blaze, you know, they're both like royalty, but I kind of forgot if Cosmo's like part of royalty. It is you know. Yeah, and then I drew this random sketch because I was just, yeah, mindless drawing. I drew the boys as well, and I love this. I'm literally like, you'll see on the next page, I love this like human Sonic design, and I think I'm just gonna keep drawing him, you know. I love this Tails too. Like, guys, do you think this is like a cool Tails? I don't know. My brother like thinks he looks too feminine, but I like him. Okay, I like because you know Tails has those, like, his snout has like those little things that come out. I drew them as like, I don't know, pigtails. I don't know how it would work, and his ears, like, I could draw like hair pigtails, because why not, you know, why not? Yeah, I love that. And Knuckles, you know, of course he's got dreads. Like, of course, everyone draws him with dreads when he's a human, because obviously that's the thing he does, you know. Gave him some boxer gloves, because I'm original and totally didn't like just take it off of other artists who drew him. But I love this Sonic, you know. I love how kind of sporty he looks. You know, he's got that like sporty tank top, and then I gave him like these shades, but they're not shades, they're also like, I don't know, like, it's kind of what cyclists wear, you know. They like goggles, but I don't know, they're not goggles, they're not for swimming. Yeah, and it's like going back, it like puts his hair back, and also because he runs, and his hair like just stays like that now, because you like when he runs, it's like his hair gets whiplash. Then yeah, the final page of my sketchbook is drawings of Sonic, human Sonic, just like experimenting what he would look like, you know. My brother really likes this one. But yeah, also, yeah, I just drew this. That's a hot dog. It looks like a remote. I thought it looked weird and kind of wrong, but it's a hot dog. But I don't know how to draw hot dogs in that way. I don't know about this outfit. I just thought to experiment with like the outfits he might wear, but you know, this kind of looks like a hobo. No offense to anyone who like wears this style. I don't know. Just, yeah, that's what that reminded me of. I love his hair though and stuff, and the goggles. This one I really like, but I love the attitude it gives off, but I don't like his face is too angular, you know. So you know, this one was like the final sketch I did. I like this more. I realized like with the old one over here, his face is rounder. I feel like it just suits him better. I don't know why. Because yeah, he's got a round face, but yeah, so the rounder face looks just better, you know. And like the sleeveless top, you know, just very sporty. So yeah, you know, and yeah, you know, just the expression. But yeah, this is the last page of my sketchbook. And then this is like a pocket that the sketchbook comes with, and just found this singular thing. I drew this like way back, probably like 2 years ago now. It's just Goku, you know. I was just like, yeah, this is when my art was suffering, and I just needed to, I thought this would give me some inspiration, but you know, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. His neck is a little long though, I just realized. Yeah, I love that outfit though. I want to wear that. Anything else? No, there's nothing else in here. But yeah, so that's the end of my sketchbook. Thank you for watching. Thank you for just taking the time to like click on this and stay even. If you come this far, wow, I'm very, like, I feel very honored. I really appreciate that kind of support, you know, just hearing a random stranger yap really badly about all her sketches. Thank you so much for listening to me and my characters and stuff. Yeah, this is my sketchbook for like from 2023 to 2025, I guess, you know. Even though I had this sketchbook for long, it's still like, it doesn't have like as much sketches as you would expect for having it this long, but I was just going through a lot of motions with my art in this sketchbook, especially when I started, so, you know, it's like, it got better towards the end when I started to gain my confidence back, so the next sketchbook I'm going to start, hopefully it's going to have more color and life and sketches and stuff, you know, look a bit less like dead. And yeah, I'm very excited to start this new sketchbook. Also, this sketchbook Derwent, this brand, it's very good. I love it. And I really like A4 sketchbooks. Yeah, I don't know, just a personal preference. I really like the large size. You can like also turn it, you know, I like sketching horizontally, and then, you know, yeah. I just need space when I sketch. I don't like feeling like I'm cramped when I'm sketching, so A4 is the way to go for me. Yeah. But yeah, this is my sketchbook tour. Thank you so much for listening. If you've come this far, thank you so much. If you liked this video, then please consider giving it a like. I really appreciate it if you support me and this channel. Sorry, that was gross. And yeah, thanks so much. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Okay,